Hello, my name is Kate and welcome to Calligraphy Circus's mini masterclass series. Our circus tutorials especially for the kids. They are quick little tutorials for beginners learning some circus tricks. So today's session we are going to go through some object balance. So learning to balance objects on different parts of our bodies and training our hand-eye coordination or different parts of our body. So you're going to need to find a few objects in the house. You might like to find a tennis ball, you might also have a book or a drink bottle, or a plastic plate would also be awesome. Please, not Mum's favorite china plates, okay? We don't want to drop anything on the floor that can break. You want everything that is non-breakable, that won't be damaged if you drop it. Okay, our first object we are going to practice balancing is a ball. So you might have a tennis ball or some other kind of small sports ball. I'm going to use a juggling ball today. So what we're going to do with the juggling ball is we're going to place it on the back of our hand, and we're going to see if we can move that hand all around the space, and you're going to keep that ball balanced. Now we're trying not to hold it with our other hand, we're just trying to balance it on top like this. And see if you can keep moving that juggling ball all around. You might even get super tricky and see if you can transfer it to your other hand. And now practice on the other side. It can really help to focus and watch the juggling ball so that you don't drop it. If we get distracted and we're looking all over the place, it's very easy for that juggling ball to fall. All right, our second little balancing mission is going to be our juggling ball on our head. So this one can be particularly difficult. If you have a tennis ball, you might find it very hard because it doesn't squish at all. You might like to try a pair of rolled up socks instead if you don't have a juggling ball or a bean bag at home, and you're going to see if you can move around with that juggling ball balanced on your head. So with this one we have to practice being very still through our body and keeping our head in line so we're not turning too much or looking up and down, because that's going to make our juggling ball fall. Okay, our next object we're going to try and balance is a book, or maybe if one of your grown-ups has a yoga block or some other kind of object, we're going to see if we can balance it. So we're going to hold our hand out flat and you're going to balance that object on your hand. Now this one is a little bit different because it's not round like the ball, it doesn't wobble and roll around as much, but it's very easy to want to just hold on to it. So we've got to try and be strict with ourselves and keep our hand flat. And often it's a little bit heavier, so it's a little bit harder to balance. The top of it can tip. If that's pretty easy, see if you can pop it right on your fingertips. And now it's going to be a little bit trickier, so it's going to wobble a bit more. And you're going to see if you can keep that balance. And once we've mastered some of our object balance, we can practice going just to one finger as well. Very nice. And our final object balance for today, my favorite, is with our plastic plate. So I have a spinning plate here, but see if you can find a plastic plate that cannot be broken when you drop it. And we're going to place it flat on our hand, and this one we're going to practice moving our hand, and we have to keep our hand flat the whole time to keep our dinner, that's our imaginary dinner that's sitting on our plate, on there. So we're going to practice moving our plate around. We're going to pretend we're delivering our dinner to the table, so we can't lose any of it. We don't want to lose our dinner. We have to keep it nice and flat. So you can see if you can turn it under your arm. So you're going to get in towards your body, and you're going to keep rotating, and then you can take it over your head and keep circling around. Make sure you try the other hand as well. See if you can rotate it in, keeping it nice and flat. Go really slow if you need to, and rotating all the way around. So you're going to turn under, goes under your arm, and then all the way around back to the front. Hopefully you still have a full plate of food left. Fabulous work with all of your balancing today. Keep practicing and see, challenge yourself. You might be able to find some other objects in the house that you can try balancing on your hands, your feet. You might like to try balancing some different things on your head as well. But one thing that is really, really, really important, nothing that can get broken, okay? So only things that don't break when they fall on the floor. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to our Calligraphy Circus YouTube channel. We have lots of circus tips and tricks videos popping up that you can follow along at home, and we would love to see you all there. Bye!